Parvati Shallow, Survivor legend and reality TV star, shared some major behind-the-scenes reality secrets in her new memoir, Nice Girls Don't Win. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching for more details. Parvati Shallow, Survivor legend and reality TV competitor, has pulled back the curtain on her life in the spotlight, sharing some incredible behind-the-scenes secrets about her appearances on screen in her new book, Nice Girls Don't Win. Parvati's memoir, released on Tuesday, July 8th, reveals her journey through reality TV and documents the things viewers don't get the chance to see on screen. First introduced during Survivor, Cook Islands in 2006, Parvati was known for playing into the flirtatious persona that her fellow tribe mates mistook as her true nature. Making it to the final 6 in her first season, Parvati returned for Survivor, Micronesia in 2007 and spearheaded the Black Widow Brigade, cementing her place in Survivor history when she won the $1 million prize. After appearing on 2 more seasons of Survivor in 2009 and 2019, Parvati branched out to other reality TV ventures, appearing on The Traitors US Season 2 and Deal or No Deal Island Season 2. Outside of her life on reality TV, Parvati's been able to use her Mary Poppins bag of skills to create a career that fulfills her. As the host of her own podcast, also named Nice Girls Don't Win, with co-host Amy Bean, Parvati gets to chat with like-minded people. Of course, reality TV isn't something Parvati's left behind, as she's discussed getting into the production side of the business in the near future and will appear on Australian Survivor vs. the World later this year. Parvati's reality TV appearances have been consistently exciting through the years, and her new memoir shares some things viewers would know from watching her, but many things they wouldn't have realized. Touching on some of her most memorable experiences and some of her most difficult, Nice Girls Don't Win details Parvati's experiences on reality TV, no matter how difficult or overwhelming. Parvati initially wanted to be on The Amazing Race. Although Parvati ultimately became a Survivor legend, her reality TV journey almost didn't begin with the iconic Survivalist series. While Parvati was interested in reality TV prior to her time on screen, she initially wanted to be cast on The Amazing Race rather than Survivor. Getting into the casting process for The Amazing Race after a boxing match, Parvati was a race hopeful. Documenting the nitty-gritty of the casting process in her book, Parvati shared that the person she'd met moved her through casting, but met her with a strange request. Rather than bringing someone to her casting meeting that she'd want to compete in the race with, she was told to bring 2 people she'd consider bringing along on the show. In her casting meeting, Parvati was asked to choose which person she'd want to run the race with out of the 2 she'd brought with her, but making that decision in front of her friends was difficult. While she was able to make the call, Parvati's friendships ultimately suffered, and she wasn't cast on The Amazing Race in the aftermath of her tough decision. Parvati's friendship with fellow Survivor Amanda Kimmel is, currently, over. Although Parvati's made some incredible friendships through her time on Survivor, many have long been curious about her bond with Amanda Kimmel. Amanda, who was shortlisted for Survivor 50 and appeared to be cut in the final moments, first appeared on Survivor China in 2007, but met Parvati during Survivor Micronesia. As a member of the Black Widow Brigade, Amanda was strong. While Amanda and Parvati built a friendship during Survivor Micronesia that seemed impenetrable, things shifted during their next appearance on the series together. Separated into different tribes on Survivor, heroes vs. villains, Parvati shares in her book that she felt a disconnect with Amanda during their second season playing, in part because of the way her gameplay was viewed by her co-stars. Though Parvati has always spoken highly of Amanda, she revealed in Nice Girls Don't Win that their relationship was strained after Survivor, heroes vs. villains. At this point, though her memories of Amanda are still strong and positive, their relationship is effectively over. Parvati has been open about the fact that she'd love to reconnect with her close Survivor ally in the future. Parvati went into Survivor, heroes vs. villains with a grave secret. Going into her 3rd season of Survivor, Parvati had a reputation that followed her into the competition. While her performance on Micronesia was an incredible showing that displayed her strength as a competitor, the climate surrounding strong women in reality TV at the time was vastly different than it is now. Parvati was stereotyped and made to seem like a villain. Moving into Survivor, Heroes vs. Villains, Parvati was looking for another win. Coming off the heels of an incredibly harrowing time, Parvati was holding in a secret throughout her time on the show. While it was tough to let go, Parvati chose not to publicly disclose that she went into Survivor having just found out her brother had a near-death experience. Parvati wasn't aware if he was okay throughout, and bargained with producers that she needed to be told if something took a turn for the worst. Driven by her pain, Parvati focused on the game in front of her. Fighting tooth and nail to make her way through the game, Parvati was villainized throughout the season and hurt when her castmates took her moves personally. Parvati's marriage to fellow survivor John Fincher was a dark turning point. When Parvati met fellow survivor castaway John Fincher, who appeared on Survivor Samoa in 2009, it felt like kismet. Described in her book as easy, Parvati's relationship with John appeared perfect on paper for quite some time. The pair were married in 2017 and appeared to be in a good place for years, even welcoming a daughter Amma in 2018. John's personality was tough for Parvati to handle once they were in the day-to-day of their long-term commitment. While it seems like there were problems on both sides of the aisle, John's difficulties in prioritizing Parvati and her desires was tough for her to handle. When Parvati emotionally stepped out on their relationship during the pandemic, she felt clear that she wanted things to end. At one point filing a restraining order against John, Parvati ultimately chose to support John throughout his treatments after he was diagnosed with stage 4 colorectal cancer. Though their marriage wasn't the right space for Parvati, they've both been co-parenting their young daughter and doing what they can to stay amicable. Their marriage was tough on Parvati, but she's moved forward. Parvati wanted to remain a faithful on the Traitors. While Parvati had taken some time away from reality TV when she was approached to do The Traitors Season 2, she decided to take on the new competition as a fresh start. Grouped with reality TV royalty, Parvati had a great sense of what she wanted to do in the game. Armed with a new sense of self, she was hopeful she'd be a faithful. When Parvati wasn't tapped as one of the initial traitors by host Alan Cumming, she shared that she was relieved and hopeful she'd be able to play an honest game. Unfortunately, Parvati's time as a faithful was short-lived when she was recruited to become a traitor. She had to reckon with herself through the decision to truly play a part. Thankfully, through the work Parvati had been doing on herself throughout the last years, she felt confident and comfortable in herself as she moved into the role of a traitor. Allowing herself to divulge in the game and ignore what others may think, Parvati was able to allow herself to indulge in the fun of playing evil. Being the villain, excitingly, felt natural. Parvati's appearance on Australian Survivor vs. The World will be iconic. Although she's appeared on the Traitors and Deal or No Deal Island in recent years, Parvati will make her next Survivor appearance later this year on Australian Survivor vs. The World. A different country's version of Survivor can be tricky for those who have played in the US version of the competition, as the seasons tend to be longer, tougher, and a bit more unhinged. Parvati's appearance on Australian Survivor vs. The World won't be a flash in the pan, it seems, as she's been open about the fact that it's going to be exciting to see. Without any spoilers, she's called her upcoming appearance on the show some of her best work, and Survivor viewers can't wait to see how she handles the game with a refreshed spirit. Though the Survivor star may not be returning to the US version of the series, it's clear that she still has the desire and ability to play the game she's always loved. Nice Girls Don't Win, which ends by honoring the mask she's worn throughout her reality TV career, ushers in a whole new era for Parvati. The Survivor legend is ready to look ahead.